My name is Ray Sanchez, and I am an owner here at Aldersgate Church, and we're in a sermon series here at Aldersgate about our core values. And one of our core values is saved people serve people. It's probably been about maybe 5 years or so that I've started coming to Aldersgate. I've always been Catholic, and my wife, one day she decided she was going to come to church, and we live right down the street, and she stopped right here at Aldersgate Church. And then after that, she asked me if I would come to church here, and I said no. There was no way I was going to come to this church because it wasn't a Catholic church. It was, it's Aldersgate Church, and this part of town, there's not very many Spanish people, and so I said no. But then there was one night that they had a prayer vigil, and I decided to come with her, and I met a friend of mine. He started introducing me to people here at Aldersgate, and then he nominated me to be on the board of trustees, and I was on the board of trustees, and then I started helping here at the church and volunteering my time. I just felt like I was a part of this church. Everybody, the staff is real nice, and they made me feel at home. Then there was an opening for a part-time maintenance security guy here, and I thought I would take it. My job was pretty slow, so I thought I would take it, and I did. And I got the job, and then, now I serve on the media team, on the worship team. I do coffee, I do security, I do a lot of remodeling here. I take charge of the remodeling. And in the beginning, I was here a lot. Well, I still am, but I used to be here a lot, and people would tell me here on staff that I needed to slow down a little bit, that I didn't need to do so much. But I was raised in the Catholic Church that when you do bad things and you try to do right, that you owe, I guess, to try to be forgiven. So I would do more and more because I felt in my heart that I needed to be forgiven by God, because I've done so many things for many years that it was going to take a long time for me to make up for my past. Raquel told me one day that when I ask for forgiveness, that I don't have to be proving myself, trying to make up for what I've done in the past. When God forgives you, it's completely erased, and there's nothing you can do to bring it back. And it took me a long time to believe that. But with the sermons that I hear from Ryan and talking to people, I believe that now with my heart. I believe that I've been forgiven. It feels great, but I'm still here. Anytime I don't have work, I come to the church and help out. It just feels good to not just to say that I'm an owner here, but feel like I am an owner. Sometimes now I do have a lot of work at the company that I own, and sometimes I'll get off at 4:30, and I'm up at the church by 5. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to go. But it's not that I'm doing it for the church. I'm doing it for God. Do it as if you're doing it for God, not for the man that's paying you or for the person that asked you to do it. Do it for God. And that makes a big difference when you believe that in your heart. He gives me strength to keep on going. Sometimes I get here and I don't think I'm going to make it. But before I know it, I'm working and the tiredness goes away and feels good. Anything that goes on in this church, I take it personally as if it was being done at my house. I enjoy this church. I love serving here. And I thank God for what I do today compared to what I used to do years ago. I used to not be home in the evenings years ago. My wife didn't know where I was at. I spend a lot of time here, but my wife loves it. She knows where I'm at these days when I don't come home. Sometimes we'll stay up here till 12 midnight, but she knows where I'm at, and she's happy. Her heart is happy. And my heart is happy because I am serving here at the church.